All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Cosmic here. We are finally back from Vegas. I might sound a little bit sick because, unfortunately, I am a little bit sick. So we are ready to dive back into Chaos Zero Nightmare, get ready for the update, and figure out what we're going to prep, honestly. There's a lot that I don't want to say that I've missed, but a lot that I've not had time to catch up on because I was literally just spending my stamina kind of situation, so... that's definitely on me, but now ready to dive back in and see what all we need to get done before Typharia joins us in a week from today. Week from today, right? And Yosh, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I just realized my things are not set up. There we go. Those are all back. Do I have all the order controller materials stacked? Like, no. That is definitely the big thing that caught me off guard, unfortunately. So that is one thing that I am working through to stock back up on wherever my... Oh, I still have these to use, I guess. So, what do we got? Oh, that's Psionic. The Orb. I guess I didn't do any control. Yeah. So you can see I clearly was ready for Hunter, Justice Hunter, and now Order is going to be... lacking a little bit here. So yeah, we got a week to get this shit together, which is just a bummer because it's just not not what a lot of us were expecting. The good news, right, of course, is that I have the next character kind of ready at this point, like whenever we do get a Justice character. So that does mean I can go back and farm kind of whoever else I need to actually farm. Man, why does... Hold on, which one is my... There we go. I'm like, I do not remember... Is that just my headphones, right? I think that one is just my... Okay, yeah, that one's just my... Like, I have no idea why my headphones are so loud. I'm gonna turn those down a little bit. Hopefully the audio, their game sound level is okay on the back end. Looks like it's a little bit lower in OBS, but... I was trying to mess with my audio settings in general, so the stream in general would be a little bit louder, and I noticed as I was going back through it, they were a little bit quieter. Thankfully, I was thinking skip since I'm broke. So, man, I got some feelings. Now that we know that it's going to be, well, I guess, so technically we don't know that it's direct support for 9, but I'm going to assume because it's a controller, it is going to be directly a support built for 9. And it bums me out a little bit because while on one hand, I'm happy that we got Narja, and Narja is clearly a defense-focused support, she kind of still does work in other areas. And I worry now that Typharia is just going to be like, oh, she's now the exhaust version of Narja, and then that's going to just be like the cycle that we have going forward. So it's going to create this really weird dynamic of like, oh, if you have a character who cares about exhaust, now you have to have this one support character that you might have missed out on forever ago. And I'm like, don't love that per se. Oh yeah, new week. I need to buy everything, don't I? Yeah, so for those that don't know, I was in Vegas this past weekend working a trading card game event. So I was working for Bondi this past weekend, and it was a good show and all that stuff, but that's also why I'm a little bit behind on a lot, I guess, at this point. So there's also the Yvonne banner that's dropping in Enfield, but I'm probably not going to do too much for that one. I'm probably going to wait to do more Enfield videos until we get like the 1.1 update, and then I'll focus that on finding an editor first and foremost and kind of bringing that into the fold. But otherwise, you know, still going to pull on every Zero Nightmare character and all that good stuff. Gray, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. All right. Oh, God, there is a lot of upgrades. I forgot. Traces of Memory is just the bigger memory, the blue memory item, right? That's kind of whatever. Communication passes are nice. Yes, I already did the, actually, I'm just going to max this out, I guess, right? I'm just going to do these in order. They're all so expensive. Yes, I did do the Umbral in Enfield. I did get the trim for it. I did die a few times. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that. Like, I got my ass beat on the last stage a couple times just because I wasn't, like, familiar with the boss patterns and stuff. So I was like, whatever. You know, it wasn't too challenging, all things considered. But I don't know if this is just, like, I've been out of touch with gachas because, obviously, again, for those that know and have been around the channel for a while, you know, I took a big break from gachas in general before Chaos Zero Nightmare, but I would argue that it kind of felt a little too easy for Umbral. And, like, now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for letting the endgame be easier so it's more accessible to players and more people can get max rewards and all of that stuff. But the one thing I do know about Arknights is that one of their endgame modes, everybody complains about for how difficult it is. So I was kind of going in expecting, like, this higher level difficulty. And to be fair, that might be in the next update that drops on the 26th. This drops this next Sunday. And maybe that's where all the difficulty is going to be, but kind of have to wait and see. And, you know, that might just be the scene in general, right? Actually, you know, I probably do need to stand and refresh a little bit. That might just be the state of the industry overall right now, that the endgame is generally more approachable. I think, you know, to get trim, yeah, there's still a little bit of a challenge there, admittedly. But I would say overall, once you upgrade your stuff and you have, like, the appropriate gear and stats and all that stuff, you can honestly clear it on trim with, like, any team at that point. But I really did like how every stage was unique, and I hope they do that going forward. Yeah, exactly. Like, you just lock in a little bit and you're good to go. If anything, since this was the first one and obtained outside of Agony, I expect it to be harder next go around. I could see that too. Well, you also got crowns for Agony, right? So I think there is still... Or marks. I'm going to keep calling them crowns, sorry, because they look like crowns to me. I know they're called marks of something, but I have not spent any of those yet, full disclaimer. But it does seem like, you know, those are going to be pretty important going forward for characters. So I do hope that those are at least easy to obtain for the majority of players. Oh, cool. We have, we got 6. We'll do a 10 pull for the funsies. Dang, never lucky. I say never lucky, but I got very lucky with my Enfield pull, so I really should not complain. What am I looking for? Because the Zero Shop, I probably do need to, like, just buy these out at some point. I guess these I can... Oh, did I already buy? Or I already bought the controller ones. Unfortunate. Feels like a waste to buy these comparatively, but you know what? Hold on. Where does that put us for the other... storage. How much order do I actually have? That would be 200. I mean, we're getting there. I'll obviously refill this, the blues that we need when we level up and whatnot, but definitely more to ramp up here in terms of making sure that we have enough. Also, notably, I couldn't do an image for Typharia because I was out of town, so oopsies, I will do that in the near future. Trying to get caught up on everything, too, while I've been out has been interesting. No, most of that shop is one time only, Gabriel. We only have... Okay, so I don't have actually enough to upgrade anything that matters in this. All right, so this brings us to the point of what in God's green earth are we... Oh, I guess we have more stuff to click on. Oh, new event started today, I guess? Sure, man. More crystals. More free... Yo, can I just say how... Oh, God, I gotta do this apparently still. Oops. Can I just say how nice it is for how generous these devs are? I don't know. And again, I don't know how it is in the rest of the overall, field and whatnot. But man, going from this to Enfield and how Enfield just does not give you anything by comparison, it feels like it is pretty rough. Now, again, I don't know how much that's going to matter long-term for getting new units and whatnot, but definitely feel how generous this one is by comparison. And yes, I still need to buy the flash potential, so oopsies. And yes, I do know, yeah, you're right. The event shop should give some as well. So what I want to work on, I guess, is there an easier way to, oh well. So as we can all expect from this point, there is going to be a focus on the next, oh, do I even have an extreme done? Oh, I do have an, I have an extreme done, but a bad fatal strike. I'm not refarming this. Anyways, so we know the Great Rift is going to, one of the halves at least, right, is going to be weak against Order. So I do want to finish a 9 team. Now, all things considered, 9 does not really need a team, right? She just needs 2 other people to have 0 cards in their deck, so you can just permanently loop, in this case, Extreme, right? And you're good to go sort of thing. Also, you'll notice that I kind of messed up my math here, and I should have the other card here that boosts the damage. Oh, well. But Narja still does give us a damage increase, and Narja still does have quite a good amount of support that can work with this, so I did want to refarm a Narja save at some point today, because, again, I don't have anything saved for her yet in this season, and a lot of her cards are still going to work with 9, thankfully. Yeah, farming Dex is good right now. I don't expect them to nerf it. Like, this is what they kind of envisioned, right, for where the game was going and what they really wanted us to have. And arguably, we're going to get even more, technically, we're going to get more save data improvements in the next season. I forget if they said the skill tree is pushed back to a later update in Season 2 or if it's Season 3 now. But to be safe, I'm going to say Season 3. We do know that within the new skill tree that's going to be coming, we should have an even easier time to make decks. So what we are going to try to do is try to get ourselves a Bottomless Hunger deck that is also going to be a Divine and hopefully have, draw a card on it, because this then becomes a AP saver, it becomes a buffer, and it becomes a draw engine, which is, when we think about universally what is good, right, for a character, if we think about the Mika Source of Water deck, Narja with Bottomless Hunger is just the new and improved Mika. Now, arguably, with these save data changes, Mika is even better now because you can just remove Whirlpool, right? There's no more downside to Mika. But, of course, still there's a lot more benefit to having Narja in your team while still getting all the other upgrades that she provides, as well as, you can always get the, where is it? Where is the retain one? Right? You can always get the plus hammer or plus 1 shot style of damage increase thanks to Shackles of Hunger. Do we have an estimate of how many pulls we get per character banner patch? I have not done that math. I don't know if anyone else has. And Narja doesn't get punished for the healing debuff currently in Nebula. That's also true. Like, that one still bothers me, by the way. Like, I get it. The gachas eventually have to kind of move in a direction that in so many ways forces you to pull for new characters, but that one felt pretty bad because they also just buffed the healing for all the other supports, right? And then they also said, like, hey, sorry, no healing for you guys anymore. And you're like, damn, bro. So anyways, that brings us to, I don't know if I actually want to farm. Honest to God, like, because I've been so card game pilled the last few days, I kind of already forgot the gear that's in here. Which, by the way, I know this has come up a while ago now at this point, but, like, a lot of people ask me for, like, trying to do more TCG stuff versus trying to do this stuff, right, content-wise. And, like, look, I just can't bounce between that many things at once. Like, I am someone who is forgetful, and I will just forget, like, random synergy stuff. So I will, especially from this point going forward, if I don't hear about the other tournament that I'm supposed to go support in April, I think is my last gig for this year, at least until the second half of the year. We are just choo-choo all in on Chaos Zero Nightmare and Enfield. That's at least my plan. Oh, and also, for those that know, if you know, Limit Zero Breakers, there's still no word on it. It still is Q1 for the closed beta test. I'm in the Discord. I'm reading it every day, hoping, praying, divining that we get some kind of update for that game. God knows whenever the hell that's going to happen. But when we get an update for Limit Zero Breakers, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And again, probably just because it's a closed beta test, there's only going to be like one video that's like, hey, here's my thoughts on it. But, you know, when it launches, depending on where Enfield's at, depending on where Chaos Zero Nightmare is at, etc., we might try to find a way to balance that as well. But for me personally, just as long as I'm still doing, you know, my full-time job and other stuff on the side, I am going to limit myself to just 2 gachas personally. So Chaos Zero Nightmare, not going anywhere. Enfield, we'll wait and see where 1.1 update, right? For me personally, I really do enjoy Enfield and like a lot of what they're shaping up to offer. But for that game in particular, it's really going to come down to what their first 1.1 update looks like from a story perspective, event perspective, what have you. So I have no problem holding my judgment until then. I know other people are like, this game sucks. There's no endgame content. Whatever. I understand how gachas work. I know how 1.0 launches go. We got to wait a little bit and let them cook. All right, these are all trash. We have the healing. These all do nothing. Really don't care about upgrade. Don't care about crit. When shield is gained, that doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, I guess it's like spores, right? I want to understand if Narja came out with this endgame boss, that way devs would be say, guys, before. Yeah, like the healing through skills, right, instead of cards. So I guess Cassius is better, is like the concession to make, but Cassius got better, but all the other controllers that they healed got worse. Like, that doesn't feel great. I guess if there's no other trinket, we can use this on Narja. That's not great, but sure. Yeah, the rest of these are kind of awful, huh? I guess the heal at end of turn is also nice. I don't remember how to get that one at all, though. Yeah, there's like not... Man. There's like really not great items in here, right? I wouldn't say healer Narja per se, but she is definitely going to be healing as well. And good night. Hi, bye, and good night. Yeah, and man, that was my other complaint. I forget if it was in a stream or if it was just in a video, but I do think overall, while there's a lot of positives for this season with like the save data changes, and just overall quality of life stuff that we got, the overall changes to, I shouldn't say changes because it's a new season. There was nothing to change, just new gear, right? For me personally, the new gear did not land in a good a spot. Sorry, I should say equipment. I got to make sure I'm using the right wording here. The equipment is a bit lacking this season, in my opinion. How did you brick the save? Was it just using the arena buff? Yeah, this is all kind of lackluster, isn't it? I feel like we just keep this one as a retained variation anyways. I don't think we actually ever want to burn our veracity. In this one, we're just going to take as one of the upgrades, right? Just to get it out of our hand. Man, this is not... Hold on. What does the base planet have again? Equal to the heal amount is kind of whatever. We don't care about shield gain if we're not taking that build on her. Like, this deals, like, what, 25 damage per tick then? Like, that doesn't feel like a lot either. The defense boost is, like, kind of cool, I guess. I don't like this either. And the problem with Foretold Ruin, right, is that a lot of it is mostly just focused on the shield stuff with, like, Corrupted Core. I guess it does still give you plus 15% defense, so, like, that's something. That's a weird, like, fringe case because it gives us, or no, because it has to be on the controller, right? So never mind. That doesn't even work the way that we want it to. Rune Lance is still really, really good for Narja. Like, this is probably still one of her best in slots, which is hilarious to me because Foretold Ruin is just not that great overall. Oh, man. One weekend is, like, cool, I guess. Yeah, I'm really not in love with our options here, if I'm being honest. Like, we could get the Agony equipment just to feel something. Fixed shield is whatever. By the way, this is the one I'm talking about for those that don't know or didn't watch my Tressa video. This item is low-key actually goated, by the way. It's a lot better than you think it is if you're trying to build out Tressa or anyone that gets benefits from Agony. Man. No, we are just kind of max HP again. This is just kind of not great. Not to beat a dead horse, but the struggle of gear for supports and previously vanguards continues to be an issue. YouTube kind of down right now? What, is it just lagging or something, unfortunately? Yes, we do know Typharia is a support, thankfully. They did confirm that she is going to be a hunter controller. Hunter controller, what am I saying? Controller order instead of a hunter. There we go, that's what I was trying to say. Even though she has, like, the hunter's crest in her artwork, which kills me. The good old switcheroo that we got pulled on us. I don't know what, oh my god. Back to the... There really is just not a lot of good options that we have here. Downriver Rat, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Sorry, that image looked very familiar. If that is who I think that is, thank you. So yeah, this part right here killed me, right? She has this huge-ass hunter logo right here on her armor. And for whatever reason, she's not a hunter, but instead, she is a controller. Or sorry, yeah, controller. I keep wanting to say psionic or hunter. I cannot say controller for whatever reason. Yeah, season 1 gear and just neutral cards we had was for sure a lot better. But again, I think overall the improvements that they've made and like having this new metals and everything, they've done a lot of good stuff otherwise. So it's like, if we can take the good from season 1 and the good from season 2 and lead that into season 3, I think there's going to be a banger of an update for us to look forward to. Plus, that's also when we're getting the skill tree. That's when we're getting corruption mode. Like, there's a lot to look forward to in season 3 in general. So that is at least a good spot to be in. All right, well, I guess we're just going to use this tier 15. All things considered. What was I going for? Oh, I guess I was going for, right. Because people wanted me to build out the Spore deck. Which, spoiler, Spores got nerfed, so it's not worth it anymore. So we're going to just kind of forget that. By the way, always turn on Distortion Adaptation because there's no penalty for it. And I guess this team's fine. I really don't need a second healer if I have Serennial already. Let's just bring out Old Faithful. There is a small world where she could be damage focused as a controller, but it seems unlikely as like the base identity of controllers are support. But also like Narja does have a damage dealing build, so you could, you know, build Narja as a reasonable damage dealer. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what flavor that she gets. Oh, that's actually a really good upgrade for us to hit early. Seasonal cards, equipment. I'll have a discount on winning. Wait, that's a lot of text. On winning the normal battle, there's a normal or winning the battle in a normal battle area. There's a 30% chance for random rare, legendary grade equipment to appear as a reward. This basically just means more money, so I will always take that because this season is very expensive for shop costs. It turns out. So as always, for me personally, I'm going to put a higher value on early removal plus elite. So this is a pretty easy pick here. And looks like we can still get the arena buff going up top, so that's fine. Sure, and then another elite into another shop. Yeah, this is about as good as it's going to get for us. That's fine. Yo, Shadow, bro, that was a super sick divine that you showed, by the way. I got a very good laugh out of that. It is, but again, like, that is the coolest thing with this season is that, like, you can actually use 4 stars. And they're good now. God, knowing that she has the upgrade and we got this, like, free damage at the start, we're going to just clear these first couple stages absolutely instantly. Sure. I am partial to this one just because it extends out your damage in the run. Sure, I guess. This item doesn't really matter. Have I seen a Selenial coordinated attack build? No, I haven't. Yeah, unfortunately, if there's been, like, any cool builds over the last, like, 5 to 6-ish days that people have, were able to build and showcase and whatnot, I have been in the mines because, again, I literally just got back from my event. There's still some stuff that I need to wrap up post-event and all that, but I want to at least stream tonight, still try to get back in the swing of things and, you know, make sure I was staying on top of content-related stuff. Man, she really does not need the increased healing. Like, it's not worth it. Now, the real question or the real problem is how many runs are we going to go without getting our divine that we need? Also, Gaia really just do still be one of my favorite partners, man. The extra damage, always drawing an attack card, like, she just does a lot. Coordinated attack when an attack card is used, plus coordinated attack when hitting weaknesses. Ooh. Galaxy, thank you for the follow. I am very interested in redoing my Hugo deck, though, for the right coordinated attacks. All right. The game said no fun stuff for me, apparently. Well, we get a free laser out of this. Beautiful. Well, technically none of these, right? But I guess shielding might be relevant. So sure, we'll take the shielding option. Like, shielding or taking the damage increase, I feel like both those are fine for what we're trying to accomplish. Listen, if I still have to wait for Merlin or just more men in general, everybody else has to suffer as well. Although I will say that I'm very happy we're finally getting some character diversity in the style. That at least is a step in the right direction. Do we need a shop, or should I just go for the elite, actually? All right, meditation's a thing, and we did not epiphany yet, so I guess we will count for our removals. Hold on, I gotta actually count, because... No, plus an elite this way. Or no, we need this to be the divine, right? We actually need a... We need to hunt for the divine event in the second half. But we're going to have the extra points, I feel like, because we're not going to do quad copy on Narja. So we can go for... Man, there's probably not even good buffs for Narja, is there? Unfortunately. Yeah, me waiting for male characters to be like, for real. Oh, man. Also, I'm going to die laughing if Glorious Resistance is relevant again this next season. I will actually just lose it. We have nothing to meditate yet, so we're just going to take our removal and keep moving along. I do not want to convert anything. I guess we could try to high roll a convert, right? Actually, let's not be greedy with it. I could just fight them, but I don't know what the fight outcome of this is. Whatever. Just throw it on her, give ourselves a little bit more health to work with, because this, you know, this run is a bit intense in the later stages. Can't wait for the boss to not have any tenacity bar. I'm sure it's not going to. Oh, and then we immediately get an A cube after. That's kind of rude. I mean, credits is credits at least, right? We'll take it. What's worse is that we had men in the data mine, right? Like, we know of Carl at a minimum. And they're just like, yeah, you know what? Not important right now. And I'm like, all right, I guess. Judas would be a sick one to get. all things considered. I am unironically going to use my shield now. Yeah, 328 shield is kind of ridiculous every way you look at it. That still surprises me every time. Good old Senmetsu. Yeah, Lewis was peak as well. I did say Arena Man, but I really need that Divine to pop. No, I'm gonna hope for a Divine instead. We can just pass the Arena up. Certainly don't need any shop stuff. Yeah, that's the other hard part, right? Like, we're getting further and further away from people who have Serennial as a option. Because I'm sure, like, still new people are joining Season 2, which is really cool to see that people are still, like, picking up Chaos Zero Nightmare, be it, like, stuff I see in chat, things on Reddit, what have you. Like, surprisingly, people are still, like, jumping into the game with each season. So I'm hoping that's, like, a reoccurring theme that we see of new players jumping in every season, at the start of every season, I should say. Also, holy shit, we have a lot of money. And hey, Kuga, hope you're doing well, brother. Thanks for stopping by the stream. You know, Shroom kind of does nothing after they nerfed it, I guess. I'm pretty sure this one does not work cross-team as well either, unfortunately. So Assault Boots might be one of the better things that we can actually get for ourselves. Oh, actually, this does work with her if we're doing the shield build, because we can increase the damage of mealtime, which is kind of relevant. I don't love this, but I guess it's technically good for her. God, that is expensive, though. Knowing that we're gonna need to meditate, this doesn't feel worth it at 250 this early on. You joined us a month ago? There you go. Awesome. I'm glad. Hey, there you go. New players in chat. It's always awesome to see too. Serennial probably useless in Great Rift if they add a lot of damage block for cards spam per turn. I definitely expect that there will be a mechanic that's all about like 9's heavy hitting effects. I think that's a very easy bet at this point. Like after the 8th attack card played, right, deal 90% less damage. Yo, Wilson Wiz, thank you for the follow. Have I not upgraded the Chaos upgrades tree yet? I've been upgrading it. I have a few that are still left to still a few left to go though. I guess this means we have to skip the Elite 2 then, damn. That's kind of where I'm at as well, Shadow. Like, I think Narja is very safe to build from a support perspective, but I don't know who my second team is going to be yet. Because, again, if Typharia is going to work with 9, then that's going to be the team that you use in the second half. So, like, try to figure out who a third support is for 9 plus Typharia, I guess. Which is, like, kind of awkward. And then, of course, Orlea, right, if you want to go for, like, the OTK build. But, like, that's probably not going to work good in Great Rift because you don't just have a bunch of turns to set up. I don't know. But Narja and Orlea are definitely on my, like, still to work on list. But definitely one that's interesting. And Wilson, another new player. Hell yeah. Welcome over. Owen for the win. Again, unironically, yeah, vulnerable Owen build could be good. As much as I hate to say that. Yeah, I do not have a Flash 9, unfortunately. Bugger. Actually, I guess that's fine. Because, like, 100 defense is not a lot for 9 when she's spamming for, like, you know, 6,000 plus damage in a turn. I don't know. Maybe we reroll this one if it matters, but deck thinning, I think, is going to be more important. You know, 9... Like, obviously, 9 still gets a damage increase from it, but I don't think it's as important compared to getting that as, like, getting that for Kalipe and stuff. Well, this is probably the first time this has actually worked out for me in a long time, but all right. All right, one-time dealer. Let's not draw a card. I guess we try to re-roll into a divine, but if we whip again, we're just restarting the run. Okay. I don't know why I'm removing cards. We're resetting anyways. New meta reset for the divine event. Unironically, that's what I've been doing. Because, like, again, the event's gonna come right before the boss, right? So you gotta get this far, and then you might as well kill the boss anyways while you're right here. Which is, unfortunate. We'll grab Gaia here just for our damage buff. Oh, we did not even get our veracity stacks here yet. A little unfortunate timing here. 82 shields, not really a lot. I need my veracity stacks, please and thank you. Pulowski can't even upgrade into a real homie. And all right, we'll take that. T-Dog Ultra, thank you for the follow. I'm always running for meditation. Have you been able to build? Have you gotten like lucky with your divines though? Because like I don't feel like running the second half is worth it. Hoping for meditation, or at least that's where like my mindset of it is at. Boy howdy, we did not get any favors on this one again. YouTube error? I'm not sure why it might be. YouTube might just be dying, but you can also catch it on Twitch if that's better for people. This is why we need our other card for veracity stacks as well. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on, bro. Oh my god. And we get the draw. What is this nonsense? Man, that is... Bro, if that didn't have fortitude on it, like, for real, though... Whatever. We're still resetting. That's still not good enough. Do you have a video about resetting and why to do it? I'm still new and don't understand why. I assume it's once you're max level and have things unlocked in that 3-section max per level screen. So resetting is more about once you are in a tier 14 or 15 chaos and you have the points to really min-max your build, you will get to a point where you're trying to find divines, which do have a high cost to them, to kind of just maximize what you have available to you. So if you don't find the right divine, like unfortunately I haven't during this run, you want to reset because it's generally not worth saving no matter what the rest of the run looks like at this point, because you can do better, basically. And I do hope that was a decent enough explanation. How do you know your team works? Because I'm just using all 5-star I got. So that just becomes general team building principles and knowing what type of interaction and synergy you're looking for. And that's like more of a overall team building conversation. That said, you can do some really weird things in this game when it comes to team comps. So it's more about like what you want to build and what you want to kind of play towards. So I guess actually I don't have it pulled up, so it's probably time to pull up the images. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. It's time for good old Professor Cosmic to come out again. Oh, did I open up the wrong file? All right, so whoa! What happened? Oh, because I have this just capturing PowerPoint now. Oh, I see what I did. Haha. Why does it not... I mean, I guess this works. Wait, no, it doesn't work because then I can't see chat. Okay, hold on. I hate that. Hold on. All right, there we go. Whenever you're trying to build a team, generally you want to start with like, who is my main damage dealer? What are they trying to do every single turn? And I have a full video on like a free-to-play 9 and how to build her out and all that good stuff. But for this conversation, the one thing that we recognize is that using the most recent character 9, we just want to cast Hugh enough times in a turn that we can cycle through the every version of it and not brick our hand. So on one part of this, we understand that, okay, if we want to do this correctly and we're using Fatal Strike to burn the first exhaust and then use all of our fighting spirits, it's going to take about 9 to 10 AP once you finally go through the full cycle. So then you naturally ask yourself, okay, who supports that in the game currently? If you are a free-to-play player, you are going to have Mika, who pretty much has to get this divine in particular, or you're not going to have enough AP to do this. If you have Narja, you can also use Bottomless Hunger, which is the build that we're trying to build today on stream. You can use that as well, but it is also going to require a divine. However, once you get down to your third character, that's where you can really decide, you know, which one do I want to use. And again, going from a free-to-play perspective, you have both Owen and Ray, who can cut out a lot of cards in their deck, and then you can say, okay, well, what supporting cards do they have that would be good? So that's probably all I'm going to say for right now, because I have a full video that breaks down this entire flow of it, of like how to build a team. But it really is just about understanding who you want to put on your team and what type of synergy they have. And sorry if I sound a little stuffed up. I do have a bit of a cold coming on from, unfortunately, getting sick from working the event. What's the best team for 9 if you don't have Orlea? Well, so again, kind of small disclaimer is that Orlea might not even be the best character to partner with 9, all things considered, once we know what the Great Rift is. So It's kind of hard to say, right? Because Orlea might literally be unplayable with 9 once we figure out what the Great Rift boss does. So, is Orlea good with 9 right now? Sure. Is Orlea still going to be good with 9 a week from now? Literally nobody knows. So, that's where I always hesitate of like when to say if a team is good or not. Did the second Nebula Distortion open today? Oh shit, did it? Oh, it did. Hell yeah. I don't have a Haru save. Wait, did I finish my Haru save? I don't think I did. No, we did not. I have to do my Haru save at some point. That is a later problem for later me. Yippee points. All right, back into chaos we go. Well, I think there's like some generic good stuff that you can farm right now for Divines, right? Like, I think farming Divine Narja is a safe bet. Farming Divine Mika is arguably a safe bet just because you can use that for other teams. So, like, there are some stuff you could do right now, but yeah, that's a big part I keep trying to tell everybody. It's like, you know, you can bet in some way the Great Rift is going to revolve around 9. And you can bet that it's either going to be all-in damage focused or it's going to be, you know, we get a benefit from shield like one of the earlier Great Rifts. So Ironclad and Extreme are the two that I would personally recommend building around. But then outside of that, it's kind of awkward. You kind of have to wait and see what they're going to give us for game modes. Yeah, true. Just throw Mei Lin in there. I'm sure she's going to be good. All right, same thing as always, looking for some elite nodes and looking for early shops. Ugh. Oh, wow, this kind of sucks, actually. Because, right, after the second half, we want to look for the Divine event, which means I'd want to go down here. But that also means I'm not getting the shop. It's not letting me follow. Huh. YouTube or Twitch, I guess. So sorry if there is some kind of error in the background. It's my first day being back from our event, so if there's something wrong on the YouTube side, it might just be from today. On Twitch side. Interesting. I might have broke something then. Is there a spider? All right, there's a spider. I'll be right back. My partner has severe arachnophobia, so I gotta go kill that spider really quick. All right. Yep. Sorry. The stream does have to stop for that because then if I let the spider go and we don't catch it, she cannot enter that room of the house until we find the spider again. So it is always in my best interest to catch those right away. All right, so I did say elite. I think just for the AP event, we'll have to go down here and skip the shop, unfortunately. And so only one removal is kind of awkward, but what kind of spider was it? Honestly, could not tell you, just a small brown one. I'm not an expert. Spider, sorry. Small brown house spider. I do not mind them as much though, so I do feel a little bit bad that they get punished for hanging out. YouTube's been iffy since before the stream started. Like I couldn't load my homepage feed at all. Oh, it might just be damn, YouTube and Twitch having issues tonight, I guess. But yeah, so I think for you know, I will say this does make guessing what the second element is going to be for the Great Rift a lot harder. I think I'm still going to work on Haru, though. I feel like there's still going to be justice favored for half of the Great Rift. Like, I have it in my stomach that you will get rewarded for a justice character. So again, Beryl, if you're free to play or don't have Haru, Beryl could be good. But I kind of miss having Haru and having an excuse to use her, so we will probably build Haru out after I finish Narja. I forgot which one I was taking for this one. No, we're taking the upgrade. Yeah. Never mind. We're taking the upgrade for the deck thinning. We only want the Bottomless Hunger card. Oh wait, we have big boom time. Yeah, exactly. The third character might just end up being the Justice character then, but it does feel a little bit bad that we got, I guess I won't say baited with Typharia, but like, bro, I'm still so cooked that she is literally blue-coated. Like, every part of her kit looks blue, or like her outfit. She has literally the hunter symbol in her cloak, and she's for some reason a controller. Like, man. Like, sure, I did it to myself for hoping or whatever, but like, come on. Yeah, and she has magic cubes that she throws at enemies. Like, the cubes are so bullet coated, I don't know where to begin. Oh, this doesn't count for a... This would actually be really cool if it worked with mealtime, but I'm sure that it doesn't, and that makes me sad. I want a dedicated Justice Haru support. You could run just Orlea and do like the retain gimmicks with her if you really wanted to. I don't remember what the fight one is for this one either. I'd rather just be quick about it. Okay, so we have no stacks anyway, so this doesn't do much. Well, again, I think there's going to be a very real scenario where Typharia is going to be good with 9 because clearly that they're going to want to sell the character, right? The cool thing about Typharia, though, right, the kind of the bigger picture here is that if we are to assume that she is going to be a exhaust focus support, much like Narja is a defense focus support, Typharia could be really sick with Serennial. So that's what, you know, not that I want to hype up the already most broken character in the game, but like, it's going to be really cool to see how Typharia and Serennial might interact. Again, Serennial's already busted. She doesn't need the extra help, etc., but still cool. We do need the extra credits if we can get it. Yes, I pull on every character in Chaos Zero Nightmare. I do build guides and always do day one streams for every new character in the game. Why did I just put that on Serennial, man? That was actually a decent one for Narja. Damn it, whatever. I thought it was the Mossy armor, not the Evade armor. Bro, they're both blue tier and look green. Like, I can't help it. Finally a support to make Serennial usable? Hell yeah. Exactly. All right, whatever. We got points to spare, right? Yeah, like, there are a lot of other characters that could potentially benefit from it. I do think Kairon's still kind of an awkward spot. Like, I will forever be salty about that guy since I have him at, like, E4 now, but locking a large part of his kit behind the partner still feels bad. And arguably not even that good anymore, at least where the game is at. Nah, Kairon is my beloved is unfortunately staying on the bench. Man, really getting no help here from the cards, apparently. Okay. I am just taking in infinite damage, apparently. Yeah, I'd be very curious to see how they, Jesus. Very curious to see if Kairon gets some decent support in the future or not. Man. Whatever. We're gonna keep taking the shield variant just for how it might interact with the mode. Go rocket punch, I guess. Sure, more damage for you. At the start of turn, if an exhaust card is in the draw pile, chance to draw it after ending the turn if it's safe owning shield. Oh, after ending the turn, so this would be after damage as well. So none of these. I'm gonna grab it just to grab it here since we want to get the God upgrade at the end if we do keep this save data, but it's not looking great for us. Yeah, the thing I'll always say is, like, let me waste my gems first, y'all. Oh, shit. All right. Wait, do we even have the card? Oh, we do. Wow, this... Okay. Oh, what's Heart of the Jewel? Oh, it's just that. Never mind. All right, let's go number 2. Phrasing? Let's... God Divine number 2. Oh, wait, no. Damn. Does not have veracity. Shit. Let's try to meditate, I guess. We'll try to meditate and hope for the best. That was funny. Yeah, that's the problem. We need Veracity 3 plus Divine is our target. So it's like, yeah, we got the draw, which is nice, but if we can't generate Veracity, we're kind of not able to do what we need to do with the deck otherwise. Which does feel a little bit bad. Alright, maybe they secretly buffed the Divine Chance while I was gone. That'd be cool. Sure. I mean, if we have to do another fight anyways, we might as well just take the extra resources. Yeah, Narja is still my favorite character in the game by a very large margin, just because of how many teams that she can go into and have so many different builds to utilize. Quick is whatever, that's fine. Oh yeah, this build was already bricked because we lost the other Veracity option. It's kind of unfortunate. We might actually just need the healing here from Narja more than anything. Shit. Well, we did too much damage, unfortunately. Aw, oh, come on, brother. Not right now. Wait, does he have thorns as well? Oh, get the... No. You mother... Oh god, am I... Hold up. Oh no, that was just his normal attack, that's fine. I'm like, did I mess up my sequencing there? No, I died of thorns, you fuck! Oh, fuck off. Alright, brother. Alright. Alright. Oh. Alright, never mind, man. Never mind. Alright. We didn't care about that divide anyways. Ah, Jesus. Nope. Alright. Alright. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Huh. Alright. Well, good thing that divine sucked or I would have been real pissed off. Let's go again. Oh, man. I was not ready for thorns, man. Holy hell. Charged up Cthulhu is rude as hell. That's what I get for going for the harder node. I guess. Like, that was easily avoidable, all things considered. That is 100% on me for trying to greed. Sure. Can we... Oh, we can do both elites. Both elites into... That's fine. I guess we can do arena into double event. Yeah, that's fine, actually. Yeah, only one remove shop does feel a little bit bad, but thankfully in this chaos, there is a good amount of removal events I've been finding out. So, like, do try saving a bit of your credits for meditations instead. Or, you know, meditate early if you got the stuff you needed. At least our run back here is pretty quick. I will say, now that we're like on the Divine Hunt in particular, like getting to quickly restart the 1 HP has been nice. Sure, just because it's the extra damage, I guess, but not exactly what we were hoping for, Divine-wise. I will gladly take my damage buff, please and thank you. Yeah. The other guys are gonna get angry. Got it. Like, I should be able to kill them fast enough that it does not matter. Of course, I say that and then immediately get punished. Oh my god, one off? Well, surely one of the ballistas get them. Shifune, thank you so much for the follow. Definitely want to take the heal where we can. The ballista will definitely kill them. I'm just going to try to see if we can get an extra heal in. And we did. Perfect. Definitely could have been a little more unlucky there, but we will simply move on. Also, I hated getting this event at first, but then it's also just such a nice credit gain that I'm like, you know what? Can't complain too much. We do want the extra credits for meditation and things of that nature. Blood Evolver, thank you for the follow. Yeah, again, I'm not sure why Twitch and YouTube are both kind of being a bit unfortunate tonight, but I appreciate everyone swinging through. Also, I will say thank you for all the follows and all that good stuff, too, considering I've been gone for a few days working the event. I had no idea, you know, where people might be catching the stream from, but very much appreciated. I've been covering Chaos Zero Nightmare since the launch. Ah, nice. Yep, and we want to grab the elite. But yeah, same thing for Typheria's launch. Although it is a lot harder for supports to do like the build paths infographics I'd normally do. But I will definitely have a build guide out for Typheria, excuse me, when she launches as well. Close. All right, easy peasy when we have a billion lasers to throw at them. Ah, boo hiss. Neither of those actually. Hello. All right, well, we have to try to re-roll before the boss then. Oh, we got the armor that we wanted. So nothing matters at this point other than shop, so we're just going to try to speed run. and see if we can get what we need. Sure, removal.
「
Sure, removal.
「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. 「 Sure, removal. " All right, easy
Again, free removal events are quite generous. It is very unlikely that we're able to save this build at this point, so... Oh, gosh darn it. My brain auto-defaulted to the double question marks. Oh, yeah, there was no shop until the end. My bad. Never mind. We just gotta... Well, we're definitely not gonna get it. I'll tell you that much, but we will, for the sake of science, we will run through this. But this is very much how you say, not good for us. One chance to get the right divine you need on top of the right base is not a good spot to be in. Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. Oops. I guess we did get that back. Yeah, that extra hit is pretty good, it turns out. Bro, all the wrong stuff getting divines. I love my laser spam, Ravage. Thank you very much. Oh wait, we can meditate at campsites. I forgot. In that case, actually, let me do the elite, and then maybe we get something from the other events. No, this is not a. This is not really good enough of a divine for me to care about, unfortunately. Right. Didn't work how I wanted to, but oh well. Hopefully a max charge ballista can crit. Of course it does not. Yeah, I mean this definitely knocks out either one of them, so. All right, good enough. Ah, see, there you go. Free legendary, that does not matter. Stockpile is, I guess, fine. And we're just gonna go straight across because it's the fastest here. Random encounter, go, 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 go. Campsite gives us 1 meditation. And we whiff. I don't know if we can pivot this build at all into something else, but I guess I'll look here in a second to see what other cards she has. Yippee, mealtime. All right, so what do we have? Oh, I guess that was our first one. I guess it would be voluntary control would need to be our copy target. It's kind of eh. Yeah, I don't love that. Divine or bust. Okay. And again, we still want to kill the boss, though, for the sake of getting the mats and stuff. So for my own sanity and just to kill the boss a little bit easier, we'll just go ahead and remove a card, just to remove a card. Are you trying to splash into a Veronica Serennial deck? No, I'm just trying to build a a generic bottomless hunger deck for Narja to work as a support role for this season. And I'm just using Serennial and Veronica because they're usually the ones I use to carry through stuff. Gaia is going to give me my nice little Buffy buffs. Alright, well, we do actually have some stacks here to burn. Oh, dang. Not enough, I guess. I see how it is. The downside of it only being a 1 cost in lowering the tenacity amount. I don't think you need Serennial S2 or E2, excuse me, to carry in general, but it certainly is nice to have the extra lasers at the start, especially if you have the neglect modifier on, which I do. Yeah, there's definitely some good variety in teams that you can bring into this if you really want to. Yeah, neglect is definitely not a fun modifier. I will very much accept that up front. My meal time! Oh, I just realized there's a stockpile trigger. That's pretty funny. Dang, just shy here. Okay, there we go. Like, we are barely off from getting this Ravage as well. Please let me have my extra damage. There we go. Oh, you meant the new 9 out of 9. Okay. Good to know. This is... Oh, they are both 4, right? Because they're always going to all be... Oh, that's fine. I'll figure out what that rolls later. Do I have 9? Yes. I don't really care for 9, unfortunately. I probably will like 9 a lot more once we get her support. Congrats, Ballad. What team did you use? Nine Orlea Veronica. Nice, 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 nice. Oh yeah, I forgot we're getting more rewards for this. Actually, I should have enough. God dang. Okay, yeah, I definitely have enough character XP, I guess. Yeah, I think 9 is fine overall. Like, my biggest complaint for 9 in general is that she is someone who is very greedy in her kid and what she wants to be doing, and she doesn't have any good supports to go with her. Like, one of the best characters that you can use with 9 is a 0-deck Owen that takes his break armor for vulnerable, and it's just like, all right, or I guess it's technically a 1-card deck at that point, but kind of the same point of it remains the same. It's just like, wow, this kind of does feel like a little bit of a, you don't really have characters that can support her playstyle yet. But again, as soon as we get Typharia, I'm sure my opinion of 9 is going to change in a massive way. All right, well, that makes this choice really easy, actually. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been really happy with the healing update for Orlea as well. I'm more excited for her corruption mode to see where she ends up. Oh, I did not mean to press that. Ah, well. Stress for everybody. Yay, because I messed up. Yeah, or +1 AP divine if you're like some people and just always have the right divines. But again, I mean, hey, cool that Owen is one of Nine's best partners, right? Like, shout out to 4 stars getting love finally. There is some value in that conversation. One more elite, please, and thank you. Same thing. I'm just going to power through these guys. Nope. I targeted the wrong guy there. Alright. That was the oopsies. Was really hoping that was going to crit. I'm too lazy to fix it. Justice for my boy Owen. We are definitely not getting any favors in this run so far. 9? Okay, thanks. What's the worst 5-star? Kairon? Yeah, Kairon. I would have to like actually go look at a list, but certainly first to come to my mind is Kairon. All right, at least we get the right chest piece again. Some small stuff going our way here, which is really nice. We have Bottomless Hunger, but no Divine yet. Oh, damn. Double removal is kind of insane. I really don't want to go fight a powered up elite, though. We have 2 events if we go this way. We have 2 events if we go this way. Double powered up feels like a trap. I guess we're just riding out the... Well, like, we don't care about the arena buff for her. So I guess we just ride out the bottom for 3. 1, 2... 1... 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, hold on. I guess it's 4 if I go this way, right? 1, 2. Arena does not count. Removal, 3, 4. Okay, never mind. We got to go up. I hope Narja doesn't get power cut by Typharia. I have a very strong feeling that Typharia is just going to be all-in exhaust support focus, so she'll fill a very different role than Narja. Like, they will naturally have some overlap, but who they buff most will be very clear by that reveal. Who's my favorite damage dealer other than Serenial? Yeah, I guess Shadow beat me to it. Probably Veronica. Half meme, half not meme. I mean, Veronica is just... She gives you so much free damage, so much free draw. Veronica is crazy. Should have healed there. Nope, we have no leaks on what Typharia is going to do at all. Well, keep in mind, Orlea is our retain focus support, right? So, Orlea is retained, Narja is defense-based, Typharia will most likely be exhaust-based. It looks like there's a very clear cycle on what the devs are going for in terms of the supports that we get. Chalices are tempting. We do have to go up. Hugo might be better than Veronica. Again, I would say if, like, are we talking damage or are we talking about drawing, though? Like, quick fix is cool, don't get me wrong, but nothing beats a Divine Kolowski. If we're talking about draw, and if you take the coordinated attack Hugo, then yeah, sure. Hugo should, in theory, do more damage, assuming you have a skill-based support character on your team. So that's a trade-off, right? Hugo needs 2 characters. Veronica does it all herself. So Veronica has significantly better team synergy. There is a give and a take in both scenarios. I don't like Kairon only because his playstyle is locked behind having both his partner and having 4 copies of him, meaning you get his E3. I think if they ever addressed those 2 issues, he would feel a lot better to play. Bro, give me shield blast, please, I beg of you. I used Narja and Rin with him, so he's set up. Yeah, like if you have Narja, right, she is very skill-heavy focused. But that goes back to the entire thing of saying you need a skill-based support to bring the most out of him. Alright, I guess we're getting the big bonks here instead. I guess I decrease the cost by 1. We could still draw something. Sure, we draw our more lasers. Was not activated? Yeah, get out of here. Oh, yeah, it might be valid, but sometimes I just want to pew-pew and try to kill him. Oh, see, this is good, I guess, actually. So, yeah, extra shield off of her shield base one is decent. Sure. Yeah, I'm still a little salty about the D-Cube changes. Oh, we still have not gotten her epiphany. Right. That makes things a little bit more awkward. Eh, whatever. Let's work towards what we need to work on. Wait, do we have anything that we need re-rolling yet? No, none of them have anything yet. All right. Well, this is our best opportunity to get divines, I guess. So we're gonna keep at it. Sure, free removal again's nice. I doubt this is going where we want it to go, but 1 event left to try to hit the right, or 1 node left to try to hit the right event, and hope for the best. Yeah, again, I want to be very clear. I think Hugo is still a very good character. It's just not something I've gone super in the weeds with. Alright, should have known better on that in terms of what it would draw. I don't like the eggs taking my ballista hits though, and might be a little bit of trouble here. See if this gives us the tenacity break. I'm not going to have any homing lasers left to activate because they're probably all going to exhaust here. Unfortunate. Do love me a crit. Oh, we survived. Thank you. Yippee. People are still having a little bit of a mentee B, though. All right. I guess let's roll the dice again, baby. Ah, Jesus. For anyone that caught our last stream, on God, I have not gotten this event this many times. I swear to God, they must have changed something. Or this is makeup for how awful my luck was right before we left for the event. All right, show me veracity draw, one-time dealer. It's right there, brother. It's right there. We'll try to re-roll it, I guess. Oh. The morale buff is cute, at least. Wait, which one's Nature's Gift again? Oh, yeah, sure. Jesus. How many copies do we want? We're probably just gonna go for a 3 copy. I'm not gonna do the last. I'm not gonna waste a tier 15 on a Narja build. But again, gonna try to kill the boss just to get our end of run stuff. But we'll see. Like I said, this is the trial and error of it all. I will absolutely use her buff. Oh, I guess we are getting our buff. Yippee. More laser spam, more shooty shooties. Love all that healing that we get. I was just gonna say, it'd be hilarious if this divines into like something good, actually. Couldn't even be the right one, man. I'm like, give me a little bit of cope here at least, that I could shift into something else. And the game was like, no, man, we ain't got that for you. This still bothers me. Oh. Nah, we'll respond to that in a minute. We'll get our hopefully some draw here into something good. Cool, I can make them both cost 0 for all the extra APs that I have here. I don't think we have any lasers, do we? Just realized I was going to do this without actually having anything to bring back. No? Okay. Can Gaia get me something? Cool, thanks. Man, homing lasers just being able to be anything is so sick, though. I will say, same thing with Narja, where it's like she can be super flexible and go in a bunch of teams, right? Like, neutral epiphanies on Serenial's move-based homing lasers is so sick. Damn, bro, are we about to just die anyways? That's crazy. Imagine just dying here. Oh, because it discarded our ballista early. Well, that's a lot more reasonable, I guess. Jesus, what? Yeah, cool. And it has the morale buff, bro. Holy hell. That's funny. I mean, sure, because we just need to deal damage here, but that's a very interesting divine. I don't think we can even, like, what other... No, because we'd still want to reroll this one. Like, this is such a weird thing to copy. If we even take this angle. But now I'm kind of curious of, like, just keeping this as a meme build. Because it's a good enough epiphany with Ray, right? Like, I mean, there is some value. Oh, we're cooked. Alright. Let's see what RNGs this gives us. We're not talking about it. We're absolutely not talking about it. Nope. 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 Alright. Was not meant to be that run. That's fine. It's fine. The game was just like, listen, man, it's not your time. Just get back in there. Try again. It's totally fine. Nope. Absolutely not. I was just gonna look at something. Oh, upgrades. Because we've done a few now, right? Think we can actually unlock something else. Trade we don't really need. Use training for free at safe zones. That's pretty sick, actually. Aether Eater is whatever. I mean, like, you don't really use training. I think I'm just going to save for Mr. Senectus then for the decreased stress. Because the higher stress limits can absolutely KO you when you don't want it to. All right, we are going to keep things going with this weekly chaos. Oops. Clicked off the wrong thing here. Let me go back. All right. I'm going to grab a tissue really quick. What game is this? We are playing Chaos Zero Nightmare. It is a whoop, Slay the Spire gotcha. I almost just spilled water all over my mixer. That would have been really terrible. What are we farming today? We're going to try to farm a generic Narja deck for the Great Rift. So I'm focusing on Bottomless Hunger, 3 Veracity with a Draw Divine. Is the hope, I guess we would say. Defense immunity is kind of whatever. Nobody needs that. But yeah, I will say my prediction for Typharia is, assuming she's going to be an exhaust support, it's probably going to have something like increased damage of exhaust cards by 50% until end of turn, right? Kind of like Narja's retained defense one. But it's important on that wording because that means it's not necessarily that good of a upgrade for Serenial, but it'll be a very good upgrade for 9 and Black Hole Kayron builds specifically, which would be really cool. So I'm curious to see how they balance it in that regard. We are using Veronica, so extra creation is really good. Same with Serenial, creating extra shit's good. We are, of course, looking for elite nodes and question mark tiles again. Early removal is good. It's the same amount of question mark events kind of all the way across, actually, so we're just going to go down here again. And Deke, I just got back to you on Discord as well. Yep. Prepping for the next Great Rift, just trying to get some generic save datas done that are good. I kind of accept that I'll probably have to refarm my 9 once we know exactly what the gimmick is, but I'm gonna try to go for a very safe Narja build. And then of course Typharia will have to get, refarm, but she'll be new then, so I guess not refarm, but she will need to be farmed because she'll be a new character. Two damage reduction's not all that exciting. Yo, Victor, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. There's a couple different ways that the kit could go, but I'm very curious to see, what the devs end up doing for Typharia. Alright, we did get Bottomless Hunger, so now we just have to wait to get a Divine on it. Free draw from the Repose is always great. I do love money. Oh, we did actually get the extra homing laser there. Very nice. See if we can't get an extra laser off the homing laser here. Nope. Oh, we did actually get an extra one there. Perfect. So now, because of the sturdiness, these are not going to be doing a ton of damage, but damage is damage. I mean, we're clearly working away at his health here. Alright, never mind. There you go. Sturdiness cannot stop me. There is mealtime for us. There is definitely a point, too, to, like, skip battles once you get the card that you're trying to divine, to just, like, make sure you don't get a divine early. Or it doesn't epiphany before you can get the divine event, so probably should start skipping a few, but, working with what we got. I talked about this before too, but I also I really do love. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm sorry. Man, whew. What I was gonna say is I really do love how much there is to work on in Chaos Zero Nightmare and try out different stuff, because as much as I still am enjoying Enfield in the background, that whole maintenance mode between patches really does hurt. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to hit as many events here as possible. I guess we could technically go into the arena too, right? Because I have not gotten epiphanies in arenas yet, so I'm assuming it's not possible. But we'll see if we can get our divine here early to see if this run is worth saving or not. I definitely do love my healer chest as an option. Higher attack means more ballista damage, which is always welcomed. We just got rid of Gladiator's helmet and said have it back. That's totally fine. Don't want any of those. Oh, random epiphany, sure. Again, very much the speed run and pray to our divine event. Do you pull partners with green item to normal rescue, or try to get E6 for all 5-star? So for the sake of content and balancing, I do not whale out my characters. I will only do E0 and partner with no extra copies as like as a baseline. And honestly, I don't always do partners if I don't think that they're worth it. The only reason why I went with E2 Serenial is because she's a limited character. And the only reason why I got the partner for Narja is because this was like the main character that I was waiting for since before the game launched. None of these are great, I guess. Oh, this is the evade armor. Ooh, evade armor or healing? Oh, never mind. It already has a buff on it. We could get a different buff. I guess that's fine. I feel like the evade armor is still your better option, bigger picture. Now, again, the important thing to remember is that with the arena buffs, anytime you take one of them, it does take 10 points. So if you're not planning on going all out on divines for a character and getting like the 4 copies, you do have extra points to work with, so you really can get the divines if you want, but you know, knowing exactly what your build is going to line up for is important for figuring that out. Oh, I forgot that I was going to activate all my extra... Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That is a lot of extra goodies. We are trying to work on a Narja build currently. And the game is just going to say no, apparently. That's fine. We don't need to divine that. I love when it keeps giving me shield blast, though. That's very nice. Oh, I guess we have enough damage just to kill the last two. I don't know what I'm doing this for. Create a heavy blow. Meh. I mean, like, I guess it's better. It's just damage. Nah, never mind. We'll get something better. Doesn't really do anything for us for the build. If only 18 or less cards increase damage amount of attackers. Okay, well, that's not anything we need. All these are kind of bad, actually. I guess stockpile 1 is free and we're going to have extra points, so sure. I can waste 10 points here. All right, well, moment of truth. Do we get the divine event or not? And we whiffed. Womp womp. All right, well, unfortunate. Also, I guess technically we're never finishing this run, so we're never going to get the final upgrade anyways. So taking any extra arena buffs we can is just, you know, nice to have sort of thing. Well, definitely not going to be able to one-shot the last guy with just the Ballista, no stacks, but it's the thought that counts, right? That does do a funny amount of damage, I will admit. Okay, well, the Ballista will definitely kill him the rest of it, which is fine. None of that is what we wanted, unfortunately. Bro, wrong card. Come on. None of this matters. Sure. Well, you know, in our defense, at least we did get a divine of some kind right there at the end, but unfortunately, all we can do is re-roll this one. Ah, it's terrible, man. Just basic without the divine versus 2 resolve. Actually, 2 resolve is kind of sick if you get the shield gain, I guess, but we don't have the AP to use on this, so nah, this is another no bueno run. We will just clear the boss to get our challenge and then reset once more. Nine's ego skill you do need to play around. It can be very awkward, I will admit, though. Oops. Do you think it'll ever be worth it to get a good divine, like draw 1 dupe and then use 3 flashes to get the perfect deck? I don't know how frequent we're gonna get flashes, so it's really hard to say what to value them at. I am also a huge hoarder, so I will always say save them, but that might just be me. You just got Epiphany in Arena, so it is possible? Damn, alright, good to know. Which, like, I get it would kind of undermine the entire spirit of the game, but I'm still surprised that the Flash of Radiances are not purchasable. Sure, extra healing is always welcome. And even more stacks of veracity for even more healing. Why, thank you. I mean, they would definitely sell, just like, you know, selling the cosmetic cards, I feel like would also sell well, but they don't offer those yet either. Yes, prism lenses, that's the word I was looking for. Getting Narja is a huge pickup for sure. Yeah, as someone who had to spend like 170 prism lenses, yes, I was really that unlucky to get full foils on Narja. I really wish I could get more of them. Yippee, we got our weekly progress done. Now we can go back to just skipping out on runs, I guess. Or that's not true. I mean, we should still, not rewards info. There's still like for a number of clears or whatever, right? Or no, that's weekly. Oh, I guess we're already a third of the way there for the last upgrade. What do you mean of 72k or more? Damn. More cosmetics I have to, until the accessory breaks complete. I have definitely done this already. Oh, I guess maybe you have to complete the run with it? That's kind of annoying. Ooh, with refinements in every slot is interesting. Oh, so this is the big payoff? You get, like, the actual emblem? Okay. Yeah, I will be mindful of all the achievements at some point. I am usually somebody who's not an achievement hunter, but some of these are actually pretty cool looking, like cosmetics that we can get. Ah, that's just the bosses, which is whatever. Yeah, like I have double reset weapons in a run before. But I think it means you have to complete the run with it. Since as long as I've been farming this tier 15, I've only cleared it like what, twice I think? Alright, man. Don't really care for the neutral cards, but yeah, I'll just skip it. That's fine. I just really value the HP to 1 now because it's like we have enough removal, we have enough credits. I really just want to see if I get my set up my divine or not. Extra card generation's always going to be sick with ballistas and lasers. Oh god, that is a lot of events going across, plus a shop. Oh yeah, we're just going to go straight across on this one, that's fine. I will say, like, as much as the gear is not all that exciting, at least we are able to have a bunch of events that are good for building out either removal events, getting extra equipment. If you just need credits, you need credits, but I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I do feel like the events are a little bit better this time around compared to Season 1. Maybe that's just because we were too mutant sample pilled to know any better, though. We are going for our Narja build today. We're trying to build the Bottomless Hunger with 3 Veracity and have a Divine Draw on it. Is our target. For sure, I've been a bit unlucky, though, when it comes to our divine hit so far. I mean, sure, for the sake of the run, like, that's a fine one. Increased exhaust cost is cute with our shooting star. Throw that on whoever, but more health is more health. Yeah, it heard me talk about Divine Draw, then put on the wrong thing. The nightmare is ongoing, right? That's what I'm supposed to say? I'll just take my removal. Fine, man. It's hard, right? Because, like, divines are not needed whatsoever in this game. That is definitely the level of, like, you are really trying to min-max to insane levels. And at some point, if you're willing to, or if you're trying to sign up for that, you kind of accept going in that it is going to be the harder of the grinds to do. That's unfortunate. Yeah, still a massive improvement compared to what we've had to deal with in the past. So that is something that we can all equally celebrate. Do you mean new Nebula Distortion? Great Rift is next week. Wrong VC as well here. Damn. I mean, at least this one's usable, right? Like, this is okay. Probably not going to waste the meditation on it, just in case. Will I remove mealtime on the final deck? No. Mealtime it has retained, so it's just always always a freebie in that way. And in previous great rifts, healing gave extra points, so it's also another reason to keep mealtime in the deck. Don't like that guy. The double fatigue, how could you? Just to make sure our thing's hitting the right guy here. Two events this way. I did say straight across, right? Yeah, dang. Shit, we don't even have hold on, we don't even have our card yet, do we? No, we don't. Well, shit. I mean, I guess we have another... Oh, whatever. We have another elite battle before potentially we run into it. No. There we go. Hopefully we can trigger the epiphany this way. Nope. Not lucky. Heck. And I already got the trinket, right? This run? Oh, no, we didn't. Hold on. We can force an epiphany then, maybe, hopefully. Kinda need the trigger epiphany if we can get it. Alright, this run is cursed. Never mind. We are not in a good spot. So if Narja doesn't get her epiphany literally this turn, we're kind of cooked. Alright, we are hoping and praying here. Nope. Run is El Bricto. Which, now for my own punishment, I want to see if the last, I want to see if it's actually the AP, or I'm sorry, the Divine event or not. Really couldn't give me that last little bit of damage? Rude. Alright, how unlucky did we just get? Show me Divine Event. Okay, well, at least I feel not as bad then. Imagine not even seeing your copy target the entire run. Oops. Holy speed increase. What the hell was that? Bro, I don't know how I just triggered fast forward on this shit, but I'm about it. Holy hell. That was the fastest I've ever seen those screens go. Yeah, I need my 3 times speed for, like, everything else, right? Again, I'm always just going to take my 1 HP start for the sake of making this faster. Sure, elite areas. Getting nerfed is fine. Yep, again, I'm all about the elites. Jesus, not... I mean, I guess there's 3 here. 3 rare nodes and hope for the best, sure. You got it. Or 3 random nodes and hope for the best. Event nodes, that's what I'm looking for. Well, that was definitely like some kind of bug, right? I guess I could see if I can replicate the bug. Damn, congrats on getting double Gilberta. Yeah, I told my partner to do a gamba on Gilberta for the $15 10 draw. And of course she got it at 0 base pity. So she has E1 Gilberta as well. Where like I'm someone who still wants E1 Gilberta and don't have her yet, so I'm really trying not to do more pulls on the banner right now, but it is very tempting. The increased radius on her battle skill is potentially really busted in the future if they continuously make grouping content important. But again, my plan going forward, for those that don't know or are new to the channel, I also play Enfield on the side, and I've done a couple Enfield videos, but I am going to try to get an editor so that when 1.1 banners and forward for Enfield, I'm going to try to do a team guide for every banner. But I want to hire an editor because I cannot... That just takes a lot more work for the types of videos I want to do, so I got to figure out how to tackle that problem first. But, you know, at least Chaos Zero Nightmare videos are a lot easier to do by comparison. Wait, what? Am I crazy? Did we just have... Oh, this was back-to-back elites. Oh, shoot. Did I go the wrong way? No, we are going straight across. Never mind. Thought I just did an oopsies on our pathing there, but we're fine. It's also, like, kind of rough because I do want Yvonne somewhat, but I also don't want to pull her on her banner outside, like, the 10 pull that I got, so... It wouldn't be, like, the worst if I got Yvonne and Gilbert at the same time, but... I think that's just asking for too much in this world, unfortunately. Oh, wait, we can go down one first. And then go up. Hold on. Do we have her Epiphany yet, or her base card? Okay, we do. So technically we want to go down first, because now we want to avoid fighting. Three removal events always welcomed. And then we have to go up, I said. Or I guess these two don't matter, but we'll go up. I don't know, then again, I probably shouldn't push my luck today based on how these runs have been going, because this has not been nice to us so far for Narja. Like, I get we're going for a hard target technically, right? Like, I am pushing my luck here, but Damn. No, I don't need those. All right. We are gonna hopefully, I guess we do actually want money here. That's fine. Money good. I got Yvonne on Leviton banner. I have all characters currently released. Very nice. It's less of a build, but it's just more of trying to get Veracity 3 with Divine Draw. Is like the core of it. And the other epiphanies are kind of more of a flex. Like, I would like to get the shield or the damage buff variant for this, but like 6 Veracity is also technically fine because it's giving you more damage stacks. And you never want to take morale in this instance because you don't want to actually ever spend the AP for this attack. But I am going to try to re-roll that if we can get our divine event, man. Good card. Or good gear if we get the card that gives us the shield. I can't manage to find time to play Arknights. My studies take up too much time. Studies are more important, brother. Always focus on those. Oh, come on, man. Damn, alright. Is it worth the 20 points, though? Cost 0 is hilarious, by the way. That's fine. I'm probably not going to get the thing that we actually want, so you know what? Sure. We already have our epiphanies, though, right? The other ones? Like, we just have to hope that we can get Bottomless Hunger. Yeah, that's fine. Probably didn't need the extra removal event, but, you know, whatever. We have our other armor, which is fine, I guess. Oh, wait, no, it's not fine, because that means that we're not going to actually able to use the Vine Camouflage now. Or the Gauntlets. Because we're not going to have any shield gain on her otherwise. What do we care about, actually? Whatever, camouflage. I'm being, like, really loose with my credits here, but I have a very strong feeling this is not going to be the divine event that we want. Sure isn't. Alright, well. It's actually a fun one. Hope we can divine. Or hope we can epiphany in this and then re-roll in the next campsite. That's kind of our hope here. All right, just do our little attack spammy here. As someone who likes to gather and get everything as possible at Dailies and Enfield, take a lot more time in games like CZ and EK. Yeah, I've been eating up a lot of time on that, so I definitely agree. Sure. Reduced cost is always welcome. Well, looks like we did not get her, did not get her epiphany. That's unfortunate. I mean, technically it didn't, technically it didn't roll the wrong thing yet. I mean, there's some, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to chase a divine in the second half, but I mean, there's some merit to copying this, but I mean, we can always just go into the boss and see if it divines before the copy, right? I guess at this point we might as well clear it too, which is kind of frustrating. Right, you still get all the end of boss materials here, so that's gotta count for something. Yippee, get all my lasers back. Let's go. Why could you not upgrade, brother? Only 4 lasers so far. Yeah, like you still get currency and stuff. You still get memory fragment pieces. There are things that you still get that are worth it, but definitely can feel a little lackluster at the same time. I'll take my free big heal, thank you. Boop. It really do be kind of insane how much of a heal that gives you too. So 347. 547. Nice. Oh, and we got a vulnerable on him. Nice. Not that I feel like that really changes much here, but I guess it counts the vulnerable for the first hit, which is nice. Oh, geez, I only had the one in there? That's kind of embarrassing. Just realized we don't have our blisters either, so that must have got discarded early on. Just drop that. Bro, please? Any cards here by chance? Can any attacks? Jesus. All right. Saved by basic ass pace shot. None of those matter. Nothing we got here matters, right? I'm not crazy. There's nothing that was. Oh, sure. Like the shackle stacking, man. I'm not gonna sit here and try to copy that. I'm gonna be so real. I'm not doing that to myself. The nightmare is ongoing. The mushroom relic is not as good anymore, unfortunately, after they fixed spores. Yep, we're just trying to do a Narja bottomless hunger build for the new Great Rift coming up. Because at the very least, it's just like a generic good Narja to build out, to have for the season. So even if we don't know the full gimmick yet, it's a very safe thing to farm. Just like I would argue, Veronica is also a very safe character to farm right now. Ray is a very safe character to farm right now as well. There's definitely there's definitely quite a few that you can, you know, feel okay investing some time into before the Great Rift drops. I guess just removal into arena for... Oh, holy. Nope, never mind. Nope, hold on. We gotta go... We have to go top, then. Which means we're giving up the shop, which is fine. This looks like another straight-across gaming angle. Unironically, I think Cassius does have a place as well, so... Have we tested Spore plus Tressa? No, I have no interest in Spores after the nerfs. I think Spores were like an okay gimmick, but after the changes, absolutely forget about them now. There's probably definitely some niche cases that you could highlight them. And again, to be fully clear, before this gets clipped out of context, I would not be surprised if Spores are still like the thing to do for Great Rift, because if you're chasing just purely damage numbers, Spores are still really good. They're just still not as insane as they were previously. I gotta stop dropping stuff. All right, cool. We got our Bottomless Hunger. Let's go. They nerfed Spores into the ground in the last patch, or a while ago now. It was before I left for Vegas for the event. They giga reduced the amount of damage you can get out of them. Yeah, Spores are still good with Orlea, which is, again, why I would say I would not be surprised if the top team for Great Rift this upcoming cycle has Orlea plus Spores. But the thing is, like, right, you could have put Spores on everybody with the neutrals that they have, but I don't think it's worth it anymore to put Spores on, like, Hugo, from example. Like, I think the versatility of Spores got hit significantly. Hold on. No, we don't want to attack him. Mealtime, yippee. I did say straight across, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep, straight across is still best. But again, I think this goes back to just talking about like the season overall at a high level. There's just not a lot of else, not a lot else to do within the season itself. Like, the Lumen cards really don't do anything exciting from like a build perspective. So the only interesting thing that we got to like change up deck building was the Spores, but it is quite limited on who can access them. Again, the big thing for me that I keep going back to is that like this season's not as good for deck building as season 1 was with all the forbidden cards. And that does bum me out a little bit. Sorry, follow up from the event that I gotta read really quickly. But I think, so at least arena buffs. Okay, also, by the way, like, this one still kills me too. Just for decreased stress of random ally by 1. I get it's a blue man, but come on. I will say, at least with the arena, it does lead to some, like, truly, like, oh my god, hype moments when you, like, you just get the right upgrade for it on top of, like, the already cracked build. So it's like, I do like the idea that there's this, like, hype moment within, like, the min-maxing that you're not always going to plan for because it is just truly RNG, but watching that come together and just get, like, one extra layer of your kit that gets upgraded is super cool to see. None of the above on that one, thank you. All these are terrible. No! Man, come on. You know damn well the next event's gonna be the... Is there a campfire? You know this right here is gonna be the divine event. Just wait. Oh, never mind. We can't even go that way now because we need to go for the re-rolling. So never mind. We're gonna go down. Yeah, I think Arena is okay. I think that just in terms of randomness and paying off and, like, always trying to chase, like, the one more thing that could be better, I think Arena is very good. Now, how they implement that in future design space, we have to wait and see, but it could get very interesting. I'm only skipping this because I really feel like we're not going to get the divine that we need here, so I'm just trying to speed run just to confirm my fears, and then get out of this and go to the next one. But for all other situations, we definitely should have taken the arena there. I'm going to try to see if the game can punish me for skipping. Tier 20? Yeah, give me tier 20 with neglect and minus 90% max HP, right? Like, that would be insane. I can only imagine how punishing it would get that high up. Yeah, and fortitude every turn. Bro. All right, you know what? At least it wasn't the divine event. I guess that's like silver lining here. Yep, sure, fight this guy. Little eepy boys. Damn, I really thought that would stun one of them at least. Is that not 50%, my guy? Oh, it's 20%. I forgot this is not the 50%, guys. It's max health. All right, well, whatever. We tried. I should have done the veracity first there. My bad. Damn, I really thought we could get by without having the ballistas, but now it's just kind of trolling me like you did this. Alright, I got it. There we go. All the homing lasers, please and thank you. Alright, moment of truth, finally. Or I guess one of two moments of truth. So close, damn it, bro. Oh my god, we have been so close all night at this point. Ah, come on. Yeah, again, like, just because of this alone and having retain, I think Orlea can, you know, obviously make use of this, but for every other character, it's definitely a bit too niche now. Ah, you fudge. Or where's Narja? You know what? Screw it. I love playing with fire and hating myself. We don't want to use our flash of possibilities because we technically have to use 3 flash of possibilities to fix the build, and that's not worth it. Okay, that's not actually terrible. That was kind of cool. All right, let's see if we can fix it again. Take 2, dealer. Top right angle. Man, rough. We go again. Nina's peak. Nina's pretty cool. I will say she's really nice if you want like ironclad for tower and stuff. I just hope that Typharia makes her kit a little bit more interesting. What event did I come back from? I am a TCG caster for Bandai card games. So I was out hosting Union Arena in Las Vegas. We just finished up our, ooh, that's not good. We just finished up our nationals for games like Gundam, One Piece, Union Arena, and Digimon. Yep, scrapped the wrong run because we didn't get the right divine. So 1 here, 1. Yeah, it's like two events at the end, no matter which way we kind of go with it. Well, I'm not one for like gambling or much of that, so like Vegas is kind of whatever for me. At least it was warmer, I will say that. It was definitely nice to go somewhere warmer for a little bit. Why'd I have a... What the hell happened? Why do I have a Grok notification? Hello? I do not use that shit, man. Oh, Holiday Scamcha and Graham Blue. Hold on. Hold on. Might be time to do some gambling. Are we gambling, or is that up in the morning? Oh, wait, no, it says it's up in the morning for the banner. Purchase up to... Oh, it's going to be a Valentine's Scamcha for Grand Blue. I see. Do I need any Valentine's units in Grand Blue? I probably need some light units. Started storming by the time you left. Well, thankfully I was able to get out because having a 6:30 a.m. flight was not nice. I do have my Grimnir Valentines, thankfully. That is my boy. That is the one that I will always, Where is my... We love...
You know me. I'm...
Oh. Why do I have to get an ad?
It's not great feeling
No,
so...
don't play the ad. Just skip. Where is, Yes, I have played a shit ton of Relink, which is also why, for those that are newer to the channel or just swinging by through, there is a game coming out called Limit Zero Breakers that is on my radar, and it is unapologetically a ripoff of Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which can go one of two ways, right? Either it's a cheap ripoff and we all hate it, or it's a really cool spiritual successor as a gacha, and we're like, I'll play it anyways. Yes, I did see that Relink Ragnarok got confirmed as well. But yes, just because it was up, and just to give everyone a little preview of it, right? So that's me celebrating the IP.
At least you'll be able to.
Yeah, so there'll be like this is what I do on the side for those that don't know. A bunch of like card game tournaments, and this is these are all the other beautiful people that I was with this weekend. So this is what I was doing in Vegas this past weekend.
Of red green Luffy, which I know.
And I got to close out the entire show this year, which was really cool. Wherever the very ending is. So yeah, if you ever hear me yapping about card games, or actually the Union Arena segment should be on here, right? So as a rule of thumb, I never watch this stuff back because I hate watching this stuff back. But this is Akari, who is the English producer for Union Arena. So my role is that I always am presenting on stage with her for all the new titles in the card game. So yes, they give us a script that we have to read because there's literally 30 pages worth of stuff of announcements that I have to do. So this entire segment is just me and her presenting all the newest news.
And first of all, thank you to all.
Lead the Shadow Army and aim for the top.
And so, spoiler, solo leveling will be joining us in Union Arena.
Bleach Volume 3 has been confirmed for release. Many players have been
you could actually hear them cheering in the audience.
That's
That's kind of cool. But yeah, a lot of people excited for Bleach. Anyways, that's enough of that side note. So anyways, if I talk about card games, that's the stuff I'm always referencing. And thank you. I always wear that pink shirt and gray suit combination when I am doing presentations with Akari. Did I say up or down? Up. See if maybe we can get the Divine event early would be really nice. Hoping to buy Code Geass TCG? Code Geass is a good set. Thank you, Sky. They have not been going too well tonight, but you know what? That is just how it goes sometimes. Which, looking at the time, this might be our last reset of the night, depending on how long it goes. I unfortunately do have a little bit of Enfield stuff I have to wrap up before I have to go to bed, and I might be getting sick, so I'm definitely not here to push my luck on staying up too late. We do love Cube, though. Yep, straight across still. Just try to hit as many of these events as we can. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to like the plants and stuff that you get on the field. So like I'm really hoping that eventually I'll stop collecting them all. But whenever a new character drops, I'll be good to go in that game as well. Can you please stop being like Mika and eating all my damn divines? That would be really cool. Bruh. Yeah, Limit Zero Breakers went super quiet for a bit, but their closed beta test is still happening or still planned to happen in this first quarter. So I'm kind of hopeful that we'll get more news on it soon because, spoiler, we're halfway through February, so we gotta be getting news somewhat soon. I kind of just always assumed that the closed beta test would be in March, but whenever that drops, as long as it's not during like a major patch update for CZN and stuff, I definitely want to spend a couple days streaming that and putting a video together on it. Yeah, I definitely have to redo some of my zip lines for Wuling as well, because I don't have all the delivery spots set up yet. Yeah, the desire meter is really screwing me over here. I can agree on that one. Like I said, though, there's always the off chance that we high roll into an Epip or a Divine for Serennial for her laser, and I'm totally fine with that too. It's just I would like to I want to try to finish this Narja before the Great Rift, right? Because I think what I'm trying to build will be good enough to be on one of the two teams. Sure, man. Go crazy with the lasers. Oh, there we go. Shackles of Hunger. Perfectly timed. Thank you. Oh, I guess it's not upgraded yet. We need one more attack here. The Agony does not matter, but sure. Can I tell you why I'm running Serennial instead of 9? Because I have the Neglect modifier on, which means 9 is unusable. Unusable, to put it nicely. Damn, this kind of sucks either way. I guess this has the meditation, so we have to just pray that this is the Divine, or we're kind of screwed. Alright, we're just kind of screwed, I guess. Man. Yeah, Neglect in 9 or Haru do not run well. Not the exact one that we want, but it's usable. Why does it look like you have more than 60 frames per second? Good question. Don't know. There's a really interesting JP Haru build with Renoa and Narja. Why Renoa, though? But yeah, if you have E2 Haru, you can do some absolutely absurd things in this game. Unfortunately, I only have E1 Haru. Oh, come on, man. I guess at least it's a normal stage. This is fine. You can also do the retain spam build with Haru and or Leia as well. So like the same build that you can do for 9, you can also do with Haru. You just have a little bit different of a setup that you have to streamline. Not the card that I wanted to get cheaper. Alright, I guess that worked out either way. Except we can't really use the laser here because we don't want to get the stamina to throw us in the face. Yes, we will definitely get the Manifest Ego item. However, I always very strongly recommend people to save it for seasonal characters. Like, there's not really a good opportunity for me to build a case anymore for people to use it for characters that are just going to go to the standard banners. Especially with, like, you know, I guess it's not soon, but, like, thinking about summer around the corner, they do summer characters in Epic 7, so I can almost promise you that we're going to get a summer character for Chaos Zero Nightmare. That'll be another limited character, like Serenial. That's a really good... Damn, that's a good one to get, man. That bums me out. We don't even have a reroll that we care about yet, do we? I guess we can reroll VC just to try to get, like, a divine on it. We have infinite money at this point, so sure. Son of a gun. What do we get? Actually, we'd rather have the unique, anyways. Oh, please just tell me I clicked the right one. Okay, cool. We already removed everything. All right, we got one more chance here. Oh, I'm sure it'll be like swimsuit and everything. They did swimsuits in Epic 7, so that is what I am basing everything on. Of course it goes in the wrong thing. Are we doing seasonal chaos for the early rare divine event? I wouldn't say that's the only reason. It's just a reason, so to say. Like, I didn't put that much thought into it, I guess. There's just not really a lot of good gear for Narja, so I was like, I'm just going to do the seasonal one anyways. I know that's not really an exciting answer, unfortunately. It's just building out support still feels a bit rough. Need some advice on how to pick with my selector. I only want either Magna or Leia or Hugo. Well, the thing that I always would say is wait on your selector until it's like the very last thing that you pick from. Because especially if you're a newer character starting... Okay, wow. If you're a newer character starting off, you might not have a lot of resources to level them up anyways. However, between those three, Magna and or Leia are definitely the best choices. But we're also getting another support soon, so Orleia may or may not be a good pick. But Orleia is also getting a corruption mode, or a new way to play her in April, I think. But I would very strongly hold that selector until we see the Orleia changes in April. March or April, I forget when it is off the top of my head now. All right, Divine Event. Man, this is really not helping me out. I mean, sure. We got money to waste, right? Brother, come on. Is that not the same one that it was previously for the other one that we rolled off of? All right. This run's bricked. We'll see if it epiphanies off the boss. Otherwise, or I guess we're already here. We might as well kill him. We've already come this far. Last one was Fortitude? Ah, okay. Feels the same, man. Unlucky sometimes. But that's all right. I mean, we'll be back at it tomorrow with more Narja. Like I said, at least for me personally, Narja and Haru are the two characters I want to finish before the before Great Rift goes live. Nope, it missed. So it's not the it's Shackles instead of Bottomless. Boo. Boo hiss. I should have used the claw first, but oh well. My sequence is very poor, all things considered, because I'm over this run, and I know that I'm not going to have a hard time actually killing this guy. I was really hoping that I was going to roll a Divine just to help me out. Oh, I also forgot about this. Like, this is the actual damage dealing one if you're trying to make that build, but we'll just do our cheeky little buff support instead. Do we have... Oops, wrong button. We only have 3 exhausted so far. That's not really a lot. Oh, if anything else, I need Lady Luck to help me out in Enfield more. Although again, I've been super I guess, you know, to be fair, that's where all my luck has went. It's all gone into Enfield now that I think about it. Getting both Pog and his weapon in 20 pulls was insane. Nope, none of those are good. That is what you call a no bueno. Yeah, the high rolling in Enfield, like the weapon banners in particular, do feel pretty generous once you start pulling on them. Like, as a light spender in that game, it is pretty crazy how well the gacha comes together, but I can also definitely see it screwing me over in the future where, like, I get a character too early or something. Which is, like, definitely one of my fears. But I will say, that's, like, the one thing in Enfield is I always do pull for the character plus their weapon, but I keep everything at, like, base, like, no dupes, basically. Although, again, Gilberta, I do want to try to get her E1. What were we gonna upgrade here? I guess we can make the shop cheaper. Sure. Yeah, at least etching, like, is guaranteed, though, right? Like, you just have to spam it enough. Like, don't talk to me about memory fragments in this game, right? In particular. It's very painful. But, you know, the systems in Enfield definitely feel a little bit more, not as painful. Why is it saying that I still have... Oh, I need to do my, I still need to do my Bazin and stuff, too. So yeah, I think we're gonna continue the hunt for Narja tomorrow. I definitely want to do a Haru as well. Do I not have all her memory? Oh, I swapped over her memory fragments for one of the other characters. I remember now. And then Haru, we're going to have to wait and see what other support we might get. Because, again, the new Nebula Distortion's also live, but the Great Rift is, you know, the big question. And we got 6 days to go farm this. Oh, there you go. We got our flash of potential finally. Yippee. Yeah, we'll get the free dupe in 6 days as well. It'll be a part of the second supply. So do keep that in mind that, again, I very, very strongly recommend saving your free dupe items for seasonal characters. Like, like, as example, I still have mine. Because I had the extra resources for Serenial, so I just pulled to get her to E2. Or I think I pulled for E1 and I did mileage for E2. Is what I think I did, actually, now that I say it. Because remember, you can only buy 2 max of a character in the shop as well. So, like, these items are technically the most valuable resource that we have in the entire game. So, yeah, hell yeah, swimsuit Douglas. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what we end up getting with it for summer, because summer will absolutely be the next seasonal that I see them doing. But like my poor Kayron at E4, can we buff him in a swimsuit version, please? My poor guy. Which, like, his E6 is strong, sure, but like, man, I don't want to pull for his partner. And then 9, I just got lucky in a double hit. Yeah, Kayron breaks my heart, unfortunately. Oh man. Sorry, my nose is dying at this point.
And we got the one we got. We won it, exactly.
All right, looks like oh, Sue is working on Renoa, it looks like, actually. So for those on Twitch, we are gonna go raid I'm Sue. For everyone else, look forward to more Chaos Zero Nightmare content now that I'm back. Like I said, Enfield will probably stream on Sunday when the newest update goes live. But if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of those updates, as well as our character guides and infographics to look forward to in the future. But until next time, my friends, stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll see you in the next one. And let's go say hi to Sue.